Hey, fifth graders, welcome back. Happy Monday. All right, so last Friday, or last time you had school, I should say, you were adding integers using counters. Today, we're going to learn another way to add integers, and that's using number lines. You guys are really good at number lines. You've been using these since kindergarten. Of course, now our number lines are going to have some negative numbers on it. Remember what negative numbers mean. If you think of them as money, negative numbers are really bad if that describes how much money you have, right? Because it means if you have $0, you're broke. If you have negative money, you're less than broke. All right? So let's give you an example problem. Let's say you have $2. Okay? So first thing you want to do is find where you are on this number line. $2. You are right there. And let's say you gain $4. Somebody pays you $4 for a job. To figure that, you'd go from 2, you'd move to the right 4 places. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have $6. Okay? So 2 plus 4 equals 6. Now you've been doing that since first grade, and we're doing the same kind of thing today, only using integers. Let's try a different one that'll challenge you a little bit. 2 plus negative 4. Think about what that means. That means you have $2, but you spend $4. You're like, Mr. Cameron, how can you spend $4 if you only have $2? Well, you'd have to either borrow some money from a friend or borrow some money in another way by like using a credit card. Okay, so this can be done. I don't recommend it, but you can get to a point where you have less than $0. So how do you do this on a number line? You find the 2, that's where you start, and this time you're adding a negative 4, which is kind of like subtracting 4. You're spending $4. So this time you go left 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You end up at negative 2. So now you have negative $2, which of course is worse than being broke because you have no money and you owe somebody $2. Okay? All right, let's try a couple more. Let's try, I don't know, let's try negative 5 plus negative 5. Okay. So that means I can't really show that on here, can I? So let's do positive 5 plus negative 5. All right. You have positive $5. You spend $5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're broke. But you're better off than this poor guy who was less than broke. Okay. What about something like negative 3 plus negative 2? So in other words, you're already less than broke. You have negative $3. And now you're going to take on another $2 debt. So you're going to borrow another $2. You go to the left 2 places. Negative 3 plus negative 2 is negative 5. All right. So hopefully you're not finding that stuff too difficult. Let's move on to some trickier ones they might give you. Okay. Notice on this one, now the 0 isn't in the middle. It doesn't have to be in the middle. It usually is, but you don't have to put the 0 in the middle. You notice on this number line, instead of going by 1s, it's going by 3s. So it's going 3, 6, 9, and again, negative 3, negative 6. All right. So let's do a problem. Let's do a simple one like you might have done in first grade. 6 plus 9. So you'd find 6 on the number line. You'd add 9. 3, 6, 9, and you end up at 15. All right. What if we did 6 plus negative 9? And again, you start with $6, but now you're taking on a $9 debt. You're borrowing $9. All right. So you can count back. 3, 6, 9. You end up with negative $3. What if I did negative 6 plus 9? Okay. So now you're already starting in the hole. You're starting in debt. You have negative $6. So you start there, and then you've gained $9. So gain means go to the right. 3, 6, 9. Hooray! You're out of debt. All right. You no longer have less than $0, and you have $3. Okay. Just one more to show you. Negative 6 plus negative 9. right? So here you start with a $6 debt, then you still spend another $9. Okay, that's something you can do with a credit card, and again, I don't recommend it. All right, so you subtract, you're adding a -9, which is like subtracting 9. All right, you go to the left because you're getting more in debt. So you count 3, 6, 9, and you're at -15. So the kind of stuff they're going to ask you today is, what does like this represent? All right. And what that represents is, well, you started with -$6. And because you went to the right, you gained some money. You gained 3, 6, 9, 12. So that's plus 12. And you end up at +6. So if they ask you what does that represent, you say, well, -6 plus 12 equals +6. What does this represent? Well, you always think about where you started. You started at 3, and then you went to the left, all right? So you took on a debt, so you added a negative number, okay? You added -1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and ended up at -4. Okay. So you start with $3, you took on a $7 debt, and ended up with -$4. That's all you need to know for today. Tomorrow we're going to show you one more way to add integers, but let's get this way down first. You may begin.